This is taken from Liz's Tales from the Toilet. Another fine mess. It was my first day at the European Parkinson Centre in Italy, and Mr. P had obviously decided that he would remind me who was in charge in case I had any funny ideas about getting one over on him. I had finished my first 90-minute session with my physiotherapist Daniel and was sweating from head to foot. I was also desperate for the loo and unsure of its location, so my husband did the decent thing and took me to it, leaving me with a cheery "see you in a tick." However, there was a lot more to it than that. There always is. I stood facing 2 toilet cubicles, both of which were available as indicated by the 2 open doors. I chose the one on the right and made a beeline for it. This is where my troubles began. The cubicle had no window, which I only discovered when I went to close the door and suddenly found myself in pitch darkness. It also had no light switch, or none that I could find as I groped and scrabbled at the walls. With urgency mounting, the only option was to leave the door open enough to see what I was doing and hope that no one came along. You can probably guess what happened next. Panic. As my poor demented bladder lurched into action, despite knowing that hanging on for another 30 seconds would save a mountain of inconvenience. Unable to wait any longer, I realised that I would have to go with the flow, which was now making its presence felt. Not for the first time, I thanked the person who had invented the incontinence pad, which enables me to appear to be in control. Finally relieved, I had to see about changing my pad and pulling up my pants and trousers. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. No. This, in fact, is the worst part. The aforementioned sweat then came into play, ensuring that any progress was now agonisingly slow, as the soggy fabric acted like superglue on my damp skin. After an eternity, I heard Jerry calling me and realised I would have to be brave and ask him to help. After all, what's a pair of knickers between husband and wife? With clothes and dignity now eventually restored, I looked at the scene of the crime. If I had chosen the toilet on the left, it had a window. If a giant roll of paper hadn't been standing on the shelf outside the 2 toilets, I would have seen the light switches. If. As I left the building 10 minutes after everyone else, I thought I heard a faint and eerie chuckle from the aptly named Mr. P.